Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, Rico, back at it again. What's going on, everybody? It is a Friday evening. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys are tuned in for the very first time, you guys know what it is, man. Smash that like, subscribe to the channel. You won't be sorry. We are an operation that goes every single day of the week. Let's go. You got content on content on content. It doesn't stop. And certainly won't stop on a Friday evening. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for giving me your eyes and your ears. Y'all could be anywhere else, but y'all are hanging with your boy, so I appreciate you. Shout out to the chat. I see my people jumping into the building right now. Let me give a shout out to new subscribers, new members, new YouTube members, new Bing Squad members, but you guys already know. Shout out to my guy, Jeff King. Bing, biggity, bing. Welcome to the Bing Squad. I mean, you've been part of the Bing Squad, but you know what I'm saying? But officially part of the Bing Squad. So I appreciate that, my man. Shout out to MOS. I see you. What up, my man, Richard Rush? I thought I was going to be late. I was giving the pup a shot. Okay. All the events were booked up. Lucky. I'm an old man, old farm boy. All right, man. Good for you. I hope the pup is all right. Hope the pup is all right. My man, Dan Brown's in the building. What's going on, man? Sheldon Cole. I appreciate the love, man. Shout out to the BF squad. What up? What up? What up? It's good. Nothing's gonna change, man. We see what it is, man. Listen, man. Somebody's already apologizing, saying sorry for the pickup, fellas. Bobby Hart is a sieve. We're somewhat already familiar with Bobby Hart. You know what I'm saying? We let him go just to bring him right back again. Now, listen, let's get right to the shits. All right, let's get right to the shits. But by the way, welcome everybody to the chat is popping right now. What's good? So welcome to the chat, everybody. So listen, man, the Bills are in a predicament. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it real. The Bills are in a predicament. This whole COVID thing is messing up not just the Bills, man, but a slew of other teams, right? And the latest victims, I suppose I could bring up, Dallas Cowboys, right? It turns out that Amari Cooper got hit with the COVID, right? Whether it's a false negative, whether it's true or not, or whatever the case is, that team is being affected as well. So this thing is coming around. So if you're a player in this league and you have been double vaxxed, is a very big possibility that you're only out a couple days. You got to show 2 negative tests in a row within 24 hours, I believe. 24 hours have to pass. Get tested again. And if you've showed negative tests both times, you're good to go. That might not be the case for a few people. And the Bills are one team that is affected by it greatly on both sides of the ball, in the trenches, where we need the most of our firepower for this very game. We're going up against a very good Colts defensive front, and a very good Colts offensive front. And we are missing Spencer Brown, right tackle. Nasty Spencer Brown, 6'8", athletic Spencer Brown. And we are missing out on star Lotulelei. So it poses a problem because now it's got Bills Mafia huffing and puffing, upset about the circumstances that none of these players can change. It happens. You're gonna come across these things. Now, names that are jumping out there, right? Ryan Bates. It's been a hot topic all week. We got Ryan Bates from the Eagles like a few years ago. Ryan Bates has been known to be versatile, can go from left to right. It's very rare that you can find a lineman that can go left to right and still be an adequate piece to an offensive line, right? But there are people that have issues with that. They don't want him to be, what up, Rico? What up there? They don't want him to be on the line. They don't want him to be starting on that line. Why? I'll get into that in just a moment. All right, let me write Ryan Bates' name down so I can come back to that, right? So Ryan Bates being one of the linemen that is a candidate to replace Spencer Brown at right tackle, because the The challenge right now is Spencer Brown being out. We've seen it. We put Darrell Williams at right guard, at right tackle, and we had Cody Ford and Ike Butker manning the guard spot position. What up, Nandi? I see you, kid. I see you. What up, Matt Montgomery? So we had Cody Ford and we had Ike Butker manning the interior guard space. And you got Mitch Morse, which is the best lineman potentially on this team. And he's got to deal with these two guys and deal with his own job, right? Calling out the fronts, snapping the ball, getting back in protection, and then having to protect these guys on their deficiencies and their weaknesses. Tough job for Mitch Morse. And now we're sitting here trying to figure out who do we put in place in order to protect Josh Allen. Now here's the deal. Ryan Bates is one name. Cody Ford is another. I have a theory. All right. Cody Ford is another. Ike is one. Jamil Douglas. I'm putting all the names that I've seen people put out there this week, right? Jamil Douglas one. And now we can add Bobby Hart, right? I'm going to even add Tommy Doyle, part of this list, all right? So 6 linemen right now that we need to fill into these 2 positions. Left guard, left by John Feliciano, and right tackle. Now here's the deal. We are facing a very stout defensive line in the Indianapolis Colts, headed by Buckner, Kwity Paye, and a slew of other guys that rotate in and out. And Buckner is going to have a field day with our interior linemen if we do nothing about it. And by do nothing about it, Ike Butker, Cody Ford, call it a day, right? But you're disrupting the line. You're disrupting the line by moving now a piece that has been comfortable at right guard in Darrell Williams. Now you're going to move him right back outside to right tackle. So now you've created a hole. And you've created another hole on left guard. So Darrell Williams moves to right tackle. Now you've got to insert Cody Ford. Now people don't like Cody Ford at guard. I mean, shit, he's gone from right tackle to right guard, all the way down left guard, now to left bench. Slid all the way down to right bench. And the right benches, you don't want to be on that. I'm making that up, by the way. But the point is, he's made himself all the way to the bench. Here's the worst part. Bobby Hart got cut early in the season. We felt that he wasn't good enough to be on this team early in the season. How desperate are the Bills that we had to bring Bobby Hart back? And I feel terribly to speak on Bobby Hart like that. I feel terrible. Left bench, right bench. You know what I'm saying? When you're let me just tell you this. When you're in the middle of the bench, that means you're warm enough that they'll look your way. When you're on the edge of the bench, on the far end, ain't nobody looking your way, kid. Ain't nobody looking your way. I'm sorry. But Bobby Hart, though, we went back to bring back Bobby Hart. How bad? How bad is Cody Ford that you had to go that way? How bad is Ike Butker? Those are the questions that need to be answered. Now, Ryan Bates. Ryan Bates, most folks are saying leave Ryan Bates as our swing because he's so versatile. He can actually play center. We don't have John Feliciano, which is normally our backup center. So we put in Ryan Bates at right tackle per se, and not a bad idea because it keeps Darrell Williams at right guard. You put in Ryan Bates that can be serviceable at right tackle, and the line is somewhat intact, somewhat. But here's the deal. If Ryan Bates falls to injury, you now lost your right tackle, and you've lost your backup center. So God forbid Mitch Morse gets concussed. Who goes in at center? John Feliciano's out. Who goes at center? That's the problem. That's the challenge, right? So most people are like, don't even bother touching him. Leave him where he's at. He's just going to come in when he needs to come in. If we're doing a big formation, get him in there. But other than that, do not start that man. We don't want to risk injury. All right, fine. I'm not saying Bates is out because he isn't. But we'll leave that there. Ike Butker. He's been marinating on this roster for a long time now. They like him. They're going to put him at left guard. I think that's where they're going to man him up. So it's going to be Dion, Ike, Mitch. There's nothing else we can do. That's just what our line is. So here's the deal. Right guard is the problem. Now I have a theory. Jamel Douglas, you're out. If they liked you, your name would have been included in all of this. Although I've seen you on this roster for some time now, a couple years now. But we would have been hearing more about you. So that's out of the way. It's out of the question, right? Number 2, Tommy Doyle. Tommy Doyle, rookie tackle, just not ready. Not ready. And if he's not ready and they want to bring Bobby Hart back, clearly he's not ready. Clearly he's not ready. So they're not ready to risk Tommy Doyle in there. Which leaves me at Cody Ford. Now I have a theory. I believe our best rotation for this week is Cody Ford back at right tackle. Darrell Williams remains at right guard. Mitch Morse, Ike Butker, Deion Dawkins. Now, let me explain to you why. Most people are going to freak out like, whoa, no, not Cody Ford. Listen, did you see what else is on our bench? Thank you. Now, here's my theory. Hear me out. You know when someone says, hear me out. Sometimes it's real good, or sometimes you're like, okay, you've got my attention. I'm hoping that I get your attention. Now, before I go into that, shout out to my guy, Jeff King. He says, Rico, I agree with you. There are major concerns this week, but what the F? You can't be a Super Bowl caliber team if you don't have a halfway decent backup in every position to get you through the year. Well, that is the theory that the Buffalo Bills have used, right? I may not have a specific backup, but I'll have guys that are versatile enough that I can move them left, right, center if I need to. Case in point, Cody Ford. Now let me get into my point. All right. By the way, shout out to DJ Ab Cool. He says, "Yo, are you gonna allow subscribers to join in?" Haven't decided yet. I'm still rocking with you. Let me decide, and I'll get back to you guys if we're gonna have a live show tonight. By the way, we got 111 people watching from from YouTube, and we got another dozen watching from the Facebook page. So shout out to you guys. All right, let me get right to my point. So hear me out on this line formation with Cody Ford being included. Don't freak out. Don't turn off the screen. Don't flick over. Chill. Stay with me. We already know Deion Dawkins is holding down on the left side. He's had his struggles this year, but he's our best guy at left tackle on the team. Ike Butker, you might as well just remain in your position until John Feliciano comes back. Mitch Morse is there. Right guard, Darrell Williams. Right tackle. Now, naturally, when we drafted Cody Ford, we saw him as a right tackle. He had, in my opinion, one of his better moments at right tackle. I have not seen any solid moments at guard. It's always been average at best, but shaky. But at right tackle, he's had some decent games. I'd rather have my weakest lineman on the outside because you want to protect inside out. Nothing worse than you get a lineman coming right at your ass at freaking Josh Allen, and Josh Allen he's got no time to react. At least if he's got time in the middle, he's got his peripherals, he can at least escape if he needs to, if Cody Ford can't handle, or if Deion Dawkins can't handle him. We've seen that enough this year. So if you're going to put your best guys on the line and keeping Ryan Bates as your swing because nobody wants to touch him, then you put in Cody Ford at right tackle. Now enter Bobby Hart. let me read this one down. Bobby Hart. He's had some success. I'm trying to be nice here. He's had some success in this league, but he's had more lows than highs the last few years. He's been bounced around, and he's been bounced around some more. He's found himself back onto the Bills roster, not as a practice squad player, but on the active roster. Who would you prefer? Bobby Hart that they cut in the offseason? Or Cody Ford, the guy that we invested time in and we drafted, and he's had experience at right tackle. His confidence is probably shot. What better way to boost his confidence is by putting him back at the right tackle position where he was supposed to be to begin with, and let him work his ass out. Work it out. Because I ain't having a guy like him inside where he's uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? He's a mauler, but he's getting just mauled over and pushed around when it comes to pass blocking. Can't have that. I'd rather him have on the outside. Give Josh a chance. But it's very difficult to give Josh a chance against guys like Butker and Kwity Paye and the rest of these guys on that squad. So, Deion Dawkins, Ike, Mitch, Daryl stays at right guard. You have a bit of a veteran presence, and he can help out with Cody Ford. So if Mitch Morse is okay holding his own, and you got my man Cody Ford struggling, here comes Daryl to kind of help out a little bit because Mitch Morse can hold his own. Can you imagine that the other way around? Mitch Morse is having to handle his guy and try to help out Cody Ford while Darrell Williams is doing all right. And Darrell Williams right now has been playing much better at right guard than he has at right tackle. Either way, folks, this is going to be a messy game. This is going to be a messy game. One way you look at it or not. It's going to be a struggle, but we have no choice but to make things happen. Now, that being said, we have a very good opportunity to win this game. And I'm here to give you 3 keys to our victory. Now, before I get into the 3 keys of victory, how do you guys feel about that line combination? And if you have a line combination that we haven't touched on, you guys already know how to get my attention. Let me know. My man Pierre says, yo, ain't no way in hell I'll ever campaign for Bobby Hart hitting that starting lineup. Bobby Hart is the emergency's emergency. Goddamn. Okay. I hear you. The Sports Wave says, yo, we invested time in Ford, but he still hasn't shown improvement from year 1 to now. Here's the deal. We've seen some good out of Cody Ford at right tackle. Don't act like we haven't. We have. Why we moved on from him from right tackle? Obviously, he had his struggles. Did we not give him enough time at right tackle? I'm being nice here, by the way. You guys already know I feel like he's a bust. But they didn't, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, did they really give an opportunity for him to really hone in his skills at one position? They moved him from right tackle to right guard and then from right guard all the way to left guard. Where has he found a home yet? I always said it that they did him a disservice by moving him all over the place. Fuck all this continuity, bullshit, and versatility. I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. Find me a dog that is a master at one position, and that's what he does. All this versatility and moving this guy here, moving this guy there, that just tells me that you're not a master at that position. You're just okay everywhere else. I don't want okay. Do you want okay? I'm sick of okay. Nobody goes out with friends and sees a group of girls and takes the okay girl. She's good at all these other things. Like, come on, fam. You want the bad one. You want the one that's that, you know what I mean? That girl's bad. That's the one. Ladies, you go out there, you don't want the average dude. You want the one that's fine. Well, guess what? When we bring Lyman now, don't bring me okay. Bring me a dog. That he's a master at that one position. If he's a left guard, goddamn it, get me the left guard guy. That's what he does. Stop with this freaking, he can do this and he can do that. I don't want that. I'm done with it. That's just me, though. I've seen it. We've seen it for years. We've seen it for years. Aren't you done with this he's okay. He can do here. He can go there. No, I want a dog that can do what he's supposed to do at that right position. Period. Shout out to my guy Jeff King. Jeff King says, "Yo, John, you need to be able to. You need able backups. You're old like me, John. No disrespect. You want to go to the show and lose one more? Not me. I'd rather have them to sit at home. F that pain again. Ooh, Jeff King does not want to go to the Super Bowl and lose it again. Sometimes, I mean, these days, it's a different ballgame, man. Sometimes you got to go to the dance to get a taste of it. If you win it or not, you have a hunger for more, and you want to get back there. The same hunger they have to get back to the AFC Championship game, I guarantee you they have the hunger to get back to the Super Bowl. Other than that, it's bust. Super Bowl or bust. Isn't that how we feel right now? Just saying. My man King Noble says, yo, you know what? Positive hot take. Cody Ford is going to break out this game. Thank you. Sometimes you just got to come with some positivity. And I think that Cody Ford, this would boost his confidence, put him back to the position that they drafted him to play. And you've got to work it out. You've got to work it out. But have they seen enough in practice? Where they're like, fam, we've given him enough time to work it out. He ain't got it. Well, we don't got a choice right now, do we? Bobby Hart or Cody Ford at right tackle. Or Ryan Bates. But I tell you right now, they didn't bring Bobby Hart back on the 53-man roster for no reason. Be prepared. Pierre the Kingpin says, yo, now here's a spin. Imagine Forbes goes back to right tackle, where he was drafted to play, and balls out, builds his confidence, and we ride it out. What are you just in my mind? I just said that. I didn't even look at your comment. Yo, get out of my mind, kid. You trying to bite my shit? Come on now. Pause. Let's try to be positive here, folks. It's not always doom and gloom. These guys get paid millions of dollars, man. Let's try to be positive for once. And it's me. It's coming from me. Right tackle for Cody Ford, and allows him. It's like coach should just be able to say, you know what, fam? Cody, you see the situation we're in. You see where we've had to try to place you. We want to make it work with you. Fam, we need you to step up. I'm waiting for Cody Ford to say, then put me back at right tackle. Stop fucking with me. All right, show me what you got. Could you imagine if that would be the case? And all of a sudden Cody is holding it down and doing what he's supposed to do. Now we have a controversy, or do we? I doubt it, because Spencer Brown has earned his way. But it at least gives us a bit of hope on someone like Cody Ford. Shout out to my guy Palmer. Palmer says, yo, I got to keep it real, Rico. I got to keep it a buck. Why do we have at least 4 starters to two selfish to get vaxxed? Hold on a second. Let me read that again. He says, why do we have at least 4 starters too selfish to get the vax? Poyer, Beasley, Starr, Brown. Y'all are a liability. Now, too selfish, I don't call it selfish, because you're doing what's best for you. Can you imagine someone calling you selfish, but you're doing something that's the best for you? You don't got to tell people your business. What if you have something that in that vaccine that's gonna fuck with you, and you've spoken to your doctors or team doctors, whatever the case is, and they said, yeah, it's a risk. You ready to take that? Your choice. Nah, but I will get tested every day. I wear my mask every day. I do this, that, and the third. You can't tell me selfish. You know what I'm saying? These guys get up, they sacrifice with each other, they work out with each other, the injuries, all that stuff. Does it suck? Absolutely. Do you see what's going on around the league? A lot of people they're on the COVID list. Sorry. You got to sit out a couple of days. You got to sit out. It's the nature of, that's why these regulations were put in place, because they know this is possible. And it's not guaranteed that you get vaxxed that you're going to, in 2 days, come back. You might have to do your full 10. It's tricky, but I wouldn't call them selfish. They love the team just as much as the other guys. Show it a different way. Losing 4 straight is very hard to handle, Rico, but I agree. Nah, man. I listen. If I can get to the Super Bowl right now, I'm doing it. No disrespect to my guy Jeff King, but I disagree with that wholeheartedly, man. Before my eyes close for good, I need to see my team in the Super Bowl. I can say my team went to the Super Bowl, and I actually witnessed it at this age. By the way, at this age of 36 right now, turning 37 tomorrow. It's the birthday tomorrow. Wifey just surprised the hell out of me today. My brother, I mean, you guys already know I moved to a new province, so most of my family's in Ontario. And wifey she surprised me with having some family come through and surprise me. That's a good wifey right there. Shout out to her. Vlad, yo, Rico, quick question. Why does the Bills media team give so much attention to Harrison Phillips? He only has 5 starts and 0.5 of a sack in 4 years. I personally don't understand it. I mean, I don't see them giving that much love, but I'm not a Harrison Phillips, like, that's my guy. He's just okay to me. He's okay. And very shortly, I mean, I can be so, I wouldn't be surprised if next year they're like, see you later. It's been cool. It's been real. You're man of the year and all that good stuff. And no knock on him. I'm sure he's a stand-up individual. But when it comes to the field, nothing crazy to me. No disrespect, but there's nothing crazy. How Rico think he's slick with it. He reads my comments, speaks it into existence. Get the F out of here. I didn't even see your shit. I really didn't. You see how many comments are coming through? Oh, you crazy. So, let's bring it back. We've got some challenges coming, and we've got to handle them head on. Sheldon Cole, appreciate you, Doc. Appreciate you, bruh. Appreciate y'all. Y'all give me the happy birthday vibes, man. I'll take that. Scorpio in this bitch. November 20th. Let's go. So let me stay on this point for just a little longer, and I'm going to move on. So when it comes to this O-line, we need this O-line for several reasons. But my key reasons is to keep Josh clean. Because if you keep him clean enough, Xavier Rhodes and TJ Carey ain't going to do shit. But you got to keep Josh Allen clean enough. Give him 3 seconds. According to PFF, 2.5 seconds, that means you've won the job. You've won the one-on-one battle. Just chill out. Hold them for 3 seconds. Do your job, man. Hold them 3. If you can do for 3.5, even better. It gives our guy Josh Allen to cook. Let him cook. But you got to hold your water. That's what my coach used to say that back in the day. Lineman, hold your water. Hold your water, boy. We need that. So, recapping for this line. Deion Dawkins, Ike Butker, we got no choice. Mitch Morse, Darrell Williams, Cody Ford at right tackle. I think that might be the best situation that can put us in. What do you guys think? If you guys are feeling that, throw them mics up. If you guys don't like that and you guys have a better scenario, please let me know what your scenario would be for this O-line. Moving on to the next topic. Folks, I don't even know where to begin with this. Let's just do it like this. This running back situation, Matt Breida, how are you feeling about it? Are we giving the Matt Breida the active? Are we putting him active? Or are we going back to leaving him as a deactivated player and rolling with Devin Singletary and Zach Moss? Are we content with that? Because now I'm under the impression that we need to see, if we're going to go running back by committee, let's go true running back by committee. Let's put them all 3. Let's put all 3 of them in. Because every one of them gives you a different dynamic. You have one that has vision and the ability to make nothing into something. You have one that has power and is there for goal line, second effort plays. And then you have one that is for pure speed. Pure speed, ability to catch out of the backfield, and can take it 70 and take it the distance at any time. How y'all feel? By the way, Richard Rush, my man. What's up, Rich? Dion, Barker, Morse, Williams, Doyle. Are you ready for Doyle? We haven't seen Doyle. And the time that we saw Doyle was in preseason, and I don't remember Doyle being solid in preseason. Jeff King, my man, came back. He says, I can't let Rico have this. He says, no disrespect taken, brother. But listen, after losing 4 in a row and hearing all the rhetoric and jokes, it isn't pleasant, brother. Trust me, I know. Am I a hater? F no. And F anyone who says so. Been there before. Oh, shit. My man Jeff King want that smoke. Jeff, we're not here for the smoke, kid. We are not here for the smoke. However, I get it. And I can't, seeing as experiencing the Super Bowl when I was like 9, 10, 11, it's not the same. You're thinking, oh, we'll be there again. Not a big deal. You get older and you realize how freaking difficult it is and how hard it is to lose. I mean, shit, we lost a regular season game and I went off to the freaking Jaguars, let alone us going to the Super Bowl and losing it. But we haven't been there in ages. Wouldn't you like to see your team in the Super Bowl right now or competing for one, and we have a Super Bowl contending defense? We could do it. I mean, shit, the league right now, there's a lot of parity. Like, no one's really standing out. Maybe the Titans, but their luck is going to run out soon. It's got to, right? Julio Jones is on injury reserve. They don't got Derrick Henry, but they're still making it work. Maybe it runs out. Maybe they continue. But there's a lot of parity in this league, man. So we definitely have an opportunity, and I would take it. To see my team in the Super Bowl? Golly, and have an opportunity? Shit. I ain't trying to watch my team on my couch and watching other teams play. No way. I'd love to see my Bills do that. Now, Bobby Hart aside, we got to talk about this damn game this Sunday. Are we fearful of Jonathan Taylor? Are we fearful of Michael Pittman? Are we fearful of this team? Well, I'm here to try to break down and give you 3 keys to victory in this game. And I'm looking at this defense. And number 1 is to bottle up our guy, Jonathan Taylor. Now, it's easy said than done. We know that. But I think we have the personnel for that. I think we have the bodies for that. I think we have the athleticism on this defense for that. We force turnovers. We stretch guys out. We can slow Jonathan Taylor down. And I don't mean to stop him. It's very difficult to stop Jonathan Taylor. We can bottle him up and slow him down. That's one. Another key to actually getting some kind of victory on this team. It's going to come down to coaching, man. And I'm not talking about Jess McDermott. I'm talking about collective coaching. Y'all got to put the people in the right positions. Y'all got to put the right scheme together because this team is surging right now. Yes, we beat down the damn freaking the Jets last week, but that was just to get the ball rolling. This is an opportunity right now to prove that this defense obviously is legit. We've done it, but we've done it against some teams that are kind of somewhat weak. Let's be real. So when we shut down Wentz, we shut down Frank Reich, they got nothing. We got to keep that up. Another way that we win this game is, and it's easier said than done, but I think we saw something get started with Diggs and Josh Allen. If we somehow find that rhythm early against the TJ Carriers of the world, we have a big time opportunity. Get up early and now watch Carson Wentz have to deviate away from the run game and have to air it out. And we know Carson Wentz will give up one at least to us. Take advantage, take full advantage. This is probably one of the games of the week. I know some people are talking about the Dallas and the Kansas City Chiefs game. That's cute. But this one here is an underrated, sneaky, good freaking game. I'm very much looking forward to it. Now, you've heard me say how I feel that we should win this game. I'm curious to see what y'all are thinking. In that chat, in the live chat, in the comment section, give me just one reason or one key that nobody's talking about on how to get this win. Do we activate someone? Do we deactivate someone in order to make some moves? What are your thoughts? I'm in the comment section. I'm seeing what you guys want to say. Some people, I've seen this before too. Some people are saying, listen, man, get those two rookies in the damn game. Enough already. Get Boogie in there and get Groot in there. Let's go. Get the young boys in there and get after Carson Wentz. Confuse the hell out of him. I don't mind that at all. Adam Ben says, I'm fearful of Carson Wentz. What exactly are you fearful of with Carson Wentz? I'm curious. We have the superior quarterback on our squad, and you're worried about Carson Wentz? Here's what you want to worry about. You want to worry about a 6'5", 240-pound quarterback that will light you up in the air and will take off on you. How disheartening is that? You got 3rd and 11. You think you got them down. Josh Allen is surveying the field. He doesn't like what he sees, takes off for 15. That's a soul crusher right there. They need to worry about Josh Allen before we start worrying about Carson Wentz. Good quarterback, but we've faced better quarterbacks, i.e., Mr. Pat Mahomes. Just keeping it a buck. So we'll see how this plays out. AJ Klein could be getting another start. We don't know what's going on with Tremaine Edmonds. We hope to see Tremaine Edmonds out there. But if AJ Klein's got to start, I'm okay with it. Totally okay with it. Now, switching gears. I'm looking at the rest of the league and how this plays out. More specifically, watching these freaking Patriots yesterday. First of all, I don't know what people are they anointing the freaking Patriots as if they've done something? Like, really? They beat the freaking Atlanta Falcons. Are you kidding me? Stop it. And Mac Jones didn't do anything special in that game. Matt Ryan and those two other bum quarterbacks were giving the ball away. And they're trying to make this Patriots a thing. I cannot wait. I'm not moving off from the Colts, but my goodness, that Patriots game is going to be fun. And I hope that we shut them up. All this yappy yap about Mac Jones and all that stuff. Granted, that defense is solid. But you ain't about to mess with me and tell me Mac Jones is that dude. Nah, fam. I saw how he was playing against Atlanta's defense is not even close to what Buffalo's defense can do. And you saw the fits somewhat they were giving to Mac Jones. Come on. I'm not buying it. And neither should you. Some people say, man, watch out because I'm shook. These Patriots are coming, man. I'm not buying it. Not doing it. Like, you give up 25 points pure off of turnovers, man. What did Mac Jones do? And I'm not even hating on Mac Jones. 207 yards. He got sacked 3 times. And he threw a touchdown and he threw an interception. And that interception, that boy read that nice. If I'm going to worry anything about the Patriots, is their run game. They have a way of just grinding it out and finding the nitty-gritty, getting the nitty-gritty and making it work in their run game. That's the one thing that I'm conscious of. After that, man, we be all right, man. When you got number 17 back there, you got 23 back there, you got 21 back there, you got 27 back there. We'll straight. We'll straight. I'm not too worried about it. But it's going to be a hell of a game. That's for damn sure. Short Buzz Bills fan says, yo, I'm worried we're going to go downfield in the first half and settle for field goals, and we need TDs to force them to pass. Listen, Josh Allen knows what's at stake. We went 6 for 7 in third downs. 6 for 7 in the red zone against the Jets. I anticipate the same damn thing. To move the rock, not get phased, and take care of business and don't give the freaking ball up to the Colts. We are the number 1 team in the league with takeaways. Number 2, thanks to my man Lawrence Owen that showed love. They're number 2. They're right behind us. And the one stat that my man told me was that they've got 11 turnovers with 11 forced fumbles with, I think, 11 recoveries. Legit. So when they're going for that football. They want to make you turn that thing over. I know that people are talking about, Devin Singletary is a liability. That man keeps fumbling, but he keeps recovering his own football. Let me tell you something, man. There's only so many times that you'll recover your own football until it bounces the wrong way. So let's hold on to that damn football, man. Andrew Carauna. I hope I said that right. Rico, can you please speak about the Coach McDermott and his game management? It has cost us in big games and makes us uneasy. Your thoughts? His game management is not so bad. It's gotten better. I've seen him in position where this is the time for you to punt, and we end up going for it. Having some success. We're not great on fourth downs, right? But we've seen the angle that he wants to take, where I believe in my offense, and I'm going for it. And I think that there's that trending around the league. But his game management has gotten much better than it has before. I think he's got much better advice coming from above when he's got to make a decision. But I don't see any issue with his game management. Last year, yes. This year, not so much. He's had a couple blunders this year. But I mean, shit, being a head coach is not easy, man. Ask Robert Saleh. He'll tell you. Richard Russ says, "Your White was all that too till our D." I'm not sure if I ever even read that right. White was all that too till our D brought it. I think that's what you're saying. Till our D brought it. Our defense is going to bring it no matter what. Let's keep it real. We are going to bring it no matter what to these guys. It's just a matter of freaking taking the ball away. Take the freaking ball away. Get to the Carson Wentz mental. Take it away. Jeff King, Rico, I love you, but you know how I am always. I come with the truth. But what teams do we have? Hold on. But what teams do we have a number 1 defense against? The Chiefs, who were beaten twice before us, who were in their slump. Being honest, you're right. Because I actually started looking at, okay, well, who did the Bills beat? Because I was curious. I was like, why are we all hyped up? Because I had to explain that to my bro. We talk about this type of stuff all the time. Like, who did they beat? What's so special about them? Because we always talk about who somebody else beat, right? And what's so special about them? So we lost to the Dolphins. We lost to the Steelers. We beat the Dolphins handedly. We played Washington. Washington's not a bad team. They did just take down Tampa. So you got to give them some respect. Then we take down the Chiefs. The Chiefs are wheeling right now. They're on a 2-game win streak, and a convincing win against the Raiders. So I still count that as a good team. And it's not like we caught them horribly. We caught them they're still early in the season. They didn't know that they were going to struggle like they're struggling right now. Then we caught the Titans. Very good team. One Josh Allen slip and a blow up. Maybe this is a little different. Right? Good team. We lost 34-31. That could have went either way. Then we beat the Dolphins again. They played the Jaguars where we slipped up, and then we're back on top of the Jets. So there were some convincing wins. That Washington team, 43-21, that just beat Tampa, that's all right. Titans, we didn't win that game, but we took them right to the end. The hottest team in the AFC right now. So I can see how people would say, well, we didn't really beat anybody, but I mean, shoot, we didn't, when the teams that we're supposed to beat, we didn't just beat them 10-6. We really beat them. So that's why this game coming up is going to be so crucial. Where do we stand? Both teams are going to find out where they stand. Because we lose this game, we fall to 6-4, and the Patriots take over the AFC East. We can't have that. We cannot have that. There'll be a half game on top of us. Can't do it. We got to come with it, folks. We must. John Yoda says, now is the time for our team to play halfway through. Got good runs against 4 teams, 2 in prime time. Let's go, y'all. They can do this. They absolutely can. They absolutely can. That's a great point. Alpha Rob says, Bills handled Davis Mills and the Texans easy. Pats had problems with them, had 3 TDs and 300 yards. Davis Mills did? Damn. Because I'm looking at this Patriots and who they played and what's going on. They lost to the Dolphins 17-16 in a week ones are crapshoots. They beat the Jets 25-6. They lose to the Saints 28-13. They lose to the Bucks 19-17. They barely beat the Texans 25-22. They lose to the Cowboys 35-29. They beat the Jets 54, and they beat the Chargers 27-24. Panthers 24-6. And then they routed the freaking Browns 45-7, and now the Falcons 25-0. And the Falcons just gave the ball away. So notable wins: Browns, Chargers. They squeak by those guys. So it's not like they're blowing teams out. And they don't have the defense that the Bills have. So that'll be very interesting. Every game we lost was by 1 score. Shows we are still in it even after we're down. 1,000% based, and that's thanks to our defense. Because obviously the offense wasn't showing up. That's why this defense is that special, and that they are the ones that's going to juggernaut us all the way to the freaking Super Bowl. I might sound like I'm talking shit, but I'm not. Just keep it real. My man Lawrence, what's going on, Lawrence? He says, hey, Rico, able to do a post-game reaction on my channel Sunday evening, win, lose, or draw? Here's the deal. I usually do a live show right after the game on Sundays. So I will be already live after the game, post-game. But maybe we can make something happen. We'll see. My man DJ Aku says, go on the post-game show. You guys already know, man, I got my own post-game show, okay? You guys know that. It's the Rico Report. Stop playing. Now, before I get out of here, folks, crucial things I need to see from individual players. If Breida is in the game, let's get him the ball. Get him actual touches. Don't just tease us with Breida and make it seem like we're going to just put him in the game. Let him get his touches. And don't stop first quarter, second quarter. Get him active in the third. Defense starts to get a little worn out, a little tired, right? Like my man Lawrence said, then you put in your guy like a Breida. 1 cut, gone, 60 yards, he goes. I need to see Trey White lock down Michael Pittman. Pittman needs to be neutralized. You neutralize Pittman, now you've got to make Carson Wentz do what he does. First read's gone. Okay, who am I focusing on? That's something that's going to be crucial. We need that. Trey White, lock it down. And here's the big one. Opportunistic. We need to be opportunistic. Anytime that ball's in the air, we've got to act like it's ours. Take it away. Make Carson Wentz feel like shit. Make him feel like he's back in the Eagles last year. Just throwing up prayers, just doing what he's got to do. Just Get on him. Get on him. Good quarterback, but get in his head. Once you do that, we could have it. Could be ours. Here's one thing that they don't do well. Remember our issue in the third? We were never able to score in the third quarter. We were immune to scoring in the third quarter. We'd always start off slow, and we always wait till fourth quarter to make something happen. Guess what? The Colts start off strong, but they waver in the third. They waver in the fourth. They let teams hang around and come back in. Could you imagine if we keep on them and we get into the second half, and that's where they start to get lackadaisical? We can really pour it on the Colts. But it goes nowhere until and unless we stop and slow down Nyheim Hines and Jonathan Taylor. That's what it comes down to. So, folks, we got a good one on our hands. This Sunday is a big matchup. Losing this game puts us down to 6-4. Nasty. But I believe last year, Tampa Bay was 7-5. And they won the whole damn thing. It's all about peaking at the right time. So we have the opportunity to peak. We got the fire started. The kindling was going. The fire was just roaring and getting the rumble going. And now we just got to keep it coming. Knock off the Colts. You got your momentum. And now let's run through all the other teams. Run right through them. Lawrence Owen says, you're absolutely, man. Play hard the first half and make Indy play 4 quarters. Best way to beat them. But we got to start fast. That's the challenge. You allow a slow start the last 2 weeks against the Jets, against the Jags and Dolphins, not good. Now we're in catch-up mode. We don't want to be in that position. Take full advantage. Let's be the one that punches first. I don't care who they got on their team. Let's be the one that punches first. Straight up. Carl Tallman says, hey, this game hinges on one thing and one thing only. If the O-line, Spencer, I like that, by the way, that you used Son. And the O-line, Spencer, plays like they did against the Jags, we lose and fall into second place. That is a very real possibility. That's a very real possibility. But I believe in the leadership on this team. And that's another thing, too. I believe in the leadership on the team. You've got Josh Allen leading the way. You got our guy Stephon Diggs. You got Poyer. You got the leaders on the squad. You got Trey White. Leaders on this team. I don't see us falling into that trap. I think we come in and handle what we're supposed to handle. So before I get out of here, I need help from you guys. Look at that. Weather's going to be shitty at Sunday, and that favors a running game that we don't freaking have. Unless we get Matt Breida going. Get a nice running back by committee, and we should be all right. I'm looking forward to that. Now, help me out. Folks, I need a score prediction. So, against the Jets, we had a score prediction, and I said the Bills were going to win that game, and we were going to win 27-17. I thought that it was going to be a little closer, but we'll get away with a 10-point victory, 27-17. Little did I know that we would have scored another 15 to 17 points more. So 45-17. I was right with that. So here's the new score prediction for this Colts game. Bills win. There's no question about that. Bills win. I think that it's going to be not close. I think that the first quarter is going to be tight. And I'm getting to specifics here. First quarter is going to be tight. Second quarter, somewhat. And then we start to really put it on them into the late second quarter, into the third. Now, it's not a blowout. That's for damn sure. But I think this is going to be a convincing win, right? Not that we blew them out, but I think it's going to be a convincing win. I think it's going to be like Vegas has us as -7. I think we win this by 10. A field goal and a touchdown. So put me down 34-24. 34-24 Bills. And the key to this victory and what sets us apart is that, and this is a bold prediction. Dawson Knox has a big game. Dawson Knox opens it up. They can't find an answer for Dawson Knox. And he's going to be one of our heroes of the game. That's a bold prediction. I don't know how likely this happens, but I'm taking it. 34-24. And I'm going to say it. Dawson Knox has a big game. Breakout. I like it. I'm gonna go with that. 34-24. And my unsung hero, you know what I'm saying, will be Dawson Knox. How about you guys though? I need to see some score predictions. My man Brian says, yo, Cubs 35, Colts 17. I like that. I'll take it. DJ Ab Cool. 31-23, Colts win. Damn. 31-23 with a Colts win. Okay. I respect it. 27-17. I like. 40-20. See, it's gonna be like around those ones, right? 40-20, 34-24, like something like that. That's what I'm feeling that this game is gonna be like. Scott Blakely, 24-23. Bass wins at the end. Now that would be a nice ideal way to wrap up that win. I can't remember who said it, and I was like, man, have we come to that at this point? He says, now I'm to the point where I don't care about style wins, style points. If I have to win by 1 with a last second field goal, I'm taking that. Give that to me. I don't care about all this hoopla and all that good stuff. I'm just about wins now. Get me that win, get me into the playoffs, and then let's play ball. I'm like, damn, I like that. Minor Roldan says 42-6. Damn, he's saying it's going to be a beatdown. New Mexico EJE. What's up, New? He goes 31-10 Bills. Beatdown. Sweat. 21-27 Bills win. Okay, I like that. So there's some confident Bills fans. And I'm with it. Buff Barrier says, hey, 27-21 with a W. Big dubs. Your John Yotis, 35-17. I like that score. See, I like that score prediction. I have a feeling it's going to be like that. Now, here's how we lose this game before we get out of here. Here's how we lose this game. The way we lose this game is if this O-line is in such disarray and we have no answers for the pass rush. We have no answers for the pressure this team's going to be putting on us, putting us in 3rd and long. We lose this game. And I'm getting a headache thinking about it right now because this O-line is not special. Problematic. But they have an opportunity to prove themselves against the damn Colts. Here's another way that we lose this game. Josh hero ball. Josh doing too much. Josh knowing that this is a big game. Josh knowing that the Patriots are one game ahead of us right now. It's just a weigh on him. And if he lets that get to his head and he's erratic, he's playing like poo-poo, it's over with. We just can't make mistakes. Josh has to be honed in. Lastly, we lose this game by being conservative. If we go in punting when we need to punt, being predictable on the offensive side of the ball, you know what I'm saying? Letting these guys push us around in the trenches, we lose this game. We can't be predictable. We've got to go in there and handle our own and handle business. And that's it, man. That's how we lose. That's how these Colts can bring it to us, is if they do that. But I'm confident in our squad. So, folks, I see the score being 34-24. Dawson Knox is that hero. He has a pretty decent game. And Matt Breida, Devin Singletary, and Zach Moss show us their worth, I hope. But now, we've got things to watch out for them. They got T.Y. Hilton. They got Mo Ali Cox. They got some players. Jack Conklin. They got some players on that squad. I think we'll be all right. We match up quite well. We know what's at stake. And we're at home. Let's take care of business. Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a big game this week, man. I got to preserve the voice. I took Sunday night off. I feel like we're going to be celebrating a big victory. Tough match, it will be, but we come out on top. Let's get it, man. I'm excited, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, be good to one another. Have a good night. Have a good evening. We'll see you guys this Sunday. Yes, Scott Blakely. Big attitude, big win. We've got to come in with the most confidence, knowing what's at stake. Big attitude, big win. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. My man Terrence Blanton, I see you, kid. It's gonna be a fun Sunday. Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, do me yourself a favor, smash that like before you get out of here. Do me a favor, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Do me a favor, if you haven't joined the BF squad, the big biggity big, supportbf.com. It's that simple. Everything you need to know is right there. You want to watch those NFL games and not play and pay all that money? NFL Sunday Ticket, supportbf.com. Everything is right there. Scott Blakely, appreciate you. If you're watching with your ladies, good evening. Y'all be good to Scott, man. You treat him good. So listen, folks, that's my time. Enjoy yourselves. We will see you guys Sunday afternoon. And until next time, it's your boy. And I'm gone. Let's go. I want to rock with you guys a little bit. Let me rock with you guys. I like when that beat drops. There it is. Salute. Let's go.